Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that sounds like it's straight out of a Hollywood movie. It's a tale of a humble farmer, a chance discovery, and a find so monumental it completely rewrote the history books. This isn't just about old artifacts. It's about how one person, in one moment, can change our entire understanding of the past. Imagine this. It's March 1974. In the rural outskirts of Xi'an, China. A farmer named Yang Jifa is out with his brothers, trying to dig a new well to combat a severe drought. They pick a spot in their persimmon grove, a place they've known their whole lives. As they dig deeper and deeper, their shovels hit something hard. Not a rock, but something else. Something man-made. At first they thought they might have found an old kiln, or maybe a pot. But as they cleared away more earth, they unearthed a head and torso made of terracotta, a type of reddish-brown clay. It looked like a statue of a warrior, incredibly detailed, life-sized, and ancient. They were baffled. What was this? An old temple statue? A forgotten god? They had no idea they were standing on the precipice of one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. News of the strange discovery traveled slowly at first. The farmers reported their find to the local authorities. Initially, the officials were just as puzzled. But soon, archaeologists were called in, and the true scale of what lay beneath the farmland began to emerge. This wasn't just one statue. This was the tip of an entire army. Excavation began, and the world watched in astonishment. Pit by pit, an underground legion emerged from the dirt. Thousands of soldiers, each with a unique face, hairstyle, and expression, stood in battle formation. There were archers, infantrymen, and charioteers, all accompanied by terracotta horses and real bronze weapons that were still sharp after 2 millennia. So, who created this silent, subterranean army, and why? The answer lies with China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. He was a figure of immense power and ambition, famous for unifying China, starting the Great Wall, and standardizing currency and writing. But he was also obsessed with immortality. He spent a fortune searching for an elixir of life. But as a backup plan, he commissioned this incredible mausoleum to protect him in the afterlife. He envisioned his tomb as an entire underground empire, a perfect replica of his earthly domain. The terracotta army was his imperial guard, meant to defend him against his enemies, even after death. The sheer scale of the project is mind-boggling. It's estimated that over 700,000 laborers worked for nearly 40 years to construct the mausoleum and its contents. It's a testament to the incredible power and resources the first emperor commanded. What makes the terracotta army so revolutionary for archaeology is the unprecedented window it provides into the Qin dynasty. Before this discovery, our knowledge of that era was based almost entirely on historical texts. But here, for the first time, we had a tangible, three-dimensional representation of the military might that forged a nation. Archaeologists could study the soldiers' armor, their battle formations, and their weapons technology. The preservation was astonishing. For example, many of the bronze weapons, like swords and crossbow bolts, were coated with a thin layer of chromium oxide. This was an advanced anti-rust technique that Western scientists only rediscovered in the 20th century. This discovery showed that ancient Chinese metallurgists were far more advanced than anyone had ever imagined. Each warrior is an individual work of art. It's believed that they were modeled after real soldiers from Qin Shi Huang's army. No two faces are exactly alike. You see young soldiers, grizzled veterans, men with different mustaches and varied expressions, from calm determination to fierce concentration. This level of realism and individuality was unheard of for that time period. It completely changed our perception of ancient Chinese art and craftsmanship, which was previously thought to be more stylized and uniform. And the discovery is far from over. The main tomb of Emperor Qin Shi Huang himself, a massive pyramid-like mound nearby, remains unexcavated. Ancient texts, written by the historian Sima Qian, describe it as a palace of unimaginable wonders. He wrote of ceilings studded with pearls to mimic the stars, and rivers of liquid mercury flowing to represent China's great waterways. Modern scientific surveys have actually detected abnormally high levels of mercury in the soil around the tomb, suggesting these historical accounts might be true. Archaeologists are hesitant to open the tomb for a few reasons. First, they fear that current excavation technology isn't advanced enough to preserve whatever is inside. The moment air hits delicate artifacts like silk or painted surfaces, they could disintegrate in seconds. They want to wait until they are certain they can protect its contents for future generations. Secondly, there's the matter of those legendary mercury rivers, which could pose a serious toxic threat to anyone entering. The story of the Terracotta Army is a powerful reminder that history is not just in books. It's buried right under our feet. For Yang Jifa, the farmer who just wanted to find water, his life was changed forever. He went from a simple farmer to an accidental hero of history. Though he didn't become wealthy from his find, he was given a job at the museum that was built on his land, where he would sometimes sign autographs for tourists, a living link to this incredible discovery. His find didn't just change archaeology, it changed our connection to the past. It shows us that a single person, through a simple act, can unearth a story that belongs to all of humanity. It's a story of emperors, empires, art, technology, and the timeless human quest for eternity. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time today. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories from our past. Let me know in the comments what you think is the most amazing part of the Terracotta Army. Until next time, stay curious.